Hey you all, Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from the South, more specifically Nashville, Tennessee. And even more specifically than that, I am in front of the Opryland Gaylord Resort here in Nashville. And we are here to attend a special Christmas event, or Christmas attraction, a temporary Christmas attraction that they have here at the Gaylord Resort, and it is an event called I Love Christmas Movies. It is supposed to be an interactive environment where you can travel in to Christmas movies. Now, the 4 movies that they're going to be taking us in are Elf, which that is an absolute classic to me. Will Ferrell in Elf, his performance in that movie is amazing. It's a movie you can watch over and over again, and Will Ferrell absolutely makes the entire movie. Definitely think about him eating spaghetti covered in maple syrup, telling Santa he sits on a throne of lies. It's really, really great stuff. Also, they have the Polar Express, which that is a movie I'm not that familiar with. I've seen bits and pieces of it. Honestly, I always thought it looked a little creepy because they have like CGI characters with like dead eyes that don't move. I think it was an early computer graphics movie, so I think it might be a little dated for some people, but I think some people do love it. I think for some people it's a classic. I remember the book, I think I was in kindergarten. I think I remember my kindergarten teacher reading the Polar Express book, and I think if I remember, it was almost more about illustrations. So yeah, maybe have some good theming. The other movies are A Year Without Santa Claus, which is a Rankin Bass movie made by same people who made Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, probably the most classic Christmas special. They don't have Rudolph, but they do have A Year Without Santa Claus, and I have seen that, but it has been a very long time. I was a young child when I saw that. The main things I remember are the snow miser and the heat miser, these elemental creatures that control snow and fire. And also Santa Claus is something is going on with Santa Claus in there. I remember, I think, what's the other one? The other stop motion was, I think it's called Santa Claus Is Coming to Town. I think is the origin story movie of Santa, but they don't have that one either. And then finally, we have National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, probably my favorite Christmas movie. That's the one that my mom would always put on for the Christmas season. It's just that's another movie that just stands the test of time. You can watch it over and over and over again. And they have Christmas, also Christmas Story, that was one that I've seen over and over again. Now I think that one did suffer a bit. It used to kind of be a cult classic movie, but then it kind of got overexposed a little bit, because I think TBS would play that in a 24-hour loop on Christmas. So I think maybe it got a little overexposed, but I think when you get down to it, it is really an excellent movie. It is a classic. It's something you can still sit down and watch every year. So it's a pretty good selection of movies. I'm pretty excited to get in there and experience this. So please follow me. Oh, some snow tubing here. Got some ice skating going on. We have some Old Smoky moonshine to brighten up your Christmas. Here we have See No Evil, Speak No Evil, Hear No Evil Snowman. Now the actual I Love Christmas Movies event is in this event center. Looks like we enter here through this giant wreath. It looks like we got a Christmas light display in here. We walk through this lighted archway, and not sure what that is, but that is a reindeer or an elk, but probably a reindeer given the Christmas theming. Some giant presents right there. Over here, some glowing polar bears. It's an interesting photo op over here. It looks like it's a giant engagement ring. Maybe you can get a picture of you proposing to your significant other underneath that. Alright, medical warning. I love Christmas movies. Be advised this attraction includes the use of theatrical strobes, fog, and audio sound effects. Individuals with sensitivities to these special effects and those that fear enclosed spaces should proceed with caution. Proceed with caution? I said proceed with caution. I mean proceed with caution. I think I said proceed with caution because it said enclosed spaces.
I love Christmas movies. I am Isabella and I will be your production assistant for the day. I will be guiding you through the magic of movies. I'll be telling you where to go and what to do. Now our director has said that the set is hot, so we're not allowed to touch or move any of the props. Also, I want to let you guys know that we do have a few scenes with some flashing lights, so if you are sensitive, I will let you know and then guide you on to the next room.
Looks like the first movie we'll be heading into will be
First up,
Elf.
Entering the whimsical world of Elf.
Oh yeah.
Right this way. If you guys would hit your marks for me.
As much as Buddy was accepted by his family and friends, there were a few drawbacks to being it.
Oh, I remember the scene where he was unwinding the Jack-in-the-Boxes. One of my favorite scenes. The making, the etch-a-sketches.
I want to point out just a few things. If you look over here, we have a pair of Buddy's shoes and his hat. And you can tell they're just a little bit bigger than from some of our other elves. And if you look over here, you can see how tall Buddy was when he first moved to the North Pole, and how he hit a growth spurt, and then man, did he really hit one. Right this way to our next scene.
Begins his journey from the North Pole to New York City. All of his friends wish him luck on his
Mr. Narwhal.
Bye, Buddy. Hope you find your dad.
That's funny. Oh, look at the snowman there. Yeah, Mr. Narwhal. This is the classic lines. Hey, buddy, hope you find your dad.
Buddy begins his journey from the North Pole to New York City.
We'll be entering the department store. As we enter, I encourage you guys to look around and see if you can find any gifts that you'd like to give your friends and family this holiday season. Right this way.
All right. I think this is Gimbel's department store from Elf. There's that lingerie he got his dad.
Buddy found a job at Gimbel's department store, where he took it upon himself to do a little decorating. Santa made a visit to Gimbel's, but it wasn't who Buddy expected. You sit on a throne of lies.
Okay, everyone.
The Throne of Lies right there.
Our first movie. At the end of each movie, if you guys will participate with me, we are all going to say that's a wrap together on the count of 3. Are you ready? Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
That's a wrap.
And we are moving on to our next movie right this way. We will be entering the year without Us Santa Claus. Did you guys know that this movie is only 42 minutes long? And it only took 84 minutes to actually film it. This is really impressive because the whole movie was claymation. For each second, they had to move their characters around. Now it seems like Mr. Snow Miser has frozen some of our guests in place, so we have to wait till they thaw out before we can enter our next scene.
There's the Frost Miser.
I'm Mr. White Christmas.
The Heat Miser. It's the Dog Pound, the reindeer, and there's City Hall. Oh, get some snow here in Southtown. Oh, look at that.
Will you guys say it with me? Ready? 1, 2, 3. That's a wrap. And we are on to our next movie.
Alright, going into Christmas Story through the Fragile box, it looks like.
Now before we enter the nostalgia that is A Christmas Story, I would like to let you guys know the next 3 scenes do contain some form of flashing or strobing light.
There we got the fragile box, the leg lamp in the window.
Unpacking the box, they didn't know what was inside. Everything was. Oh boy! Would you look at that? This is a lamp. With a snap of a few sparks and equipped with the ozone, the lamp plays forth in unparalleled glory.
Oh, there we go. Oh, we got the hats. What's the character that wore the goggles? There's a radio. There's the decoder ring there. Be sure to drink your Ovaltine. Alright, in the kitchen.
When all is most right in the world, the most unthinkable disasters descend upon us.
Dogs.
But this was not the biggest nightmare the family faced.
Alright, look at the turkey dinner. It's eaten by dogs. Oh, dirty dishes there. We got pigs in the blanket, biscotti. Alright, we're allowed to crawl under the sink here. No.
And now we'll be entering our pink nightmare scene.
It's a pink nightmare scene?
Everyone gathered to see what looked like a deranged Easter bunny.
What's going on?
A pink nightmare.
It's Ralphie's pink bunny suit. It's in this creepy hall of mirrors.
One fun fact about this is that the actor who played Ralphie still owns the jumpsuit and is in his closet today. And that is a wrap on A Christmas Story. Everybody say it with me. That's a wrap. And we are on to our next movie.
Polar Express. I've not seen the whole movie.
Now, can anybody tell me the name of the main little boy in this movie? I don't know. I don't know the name. That's actually a trick question. He doesn't have a name. He is listed in the credits as Hero Boy, so we are currently standing in Hero Boy's room. And like, I don't think I do.
This is the main character's bedroom.
At the beginning of the movie, he sees the train start to pull up to his house, so he jumps out of bed, throws on his broken slippers, he ends up tearing a hole in his pocket. Can anybody tell me what the first thing was that fell out of his pocket? Not a key. He lost his marbles. He later on lost his ticket as well as the bell.
The airplane there. Alright, and there's the train right there, the Polar Express itself. Alright, we're boarding the train, the Polar Express. So we pass through neighborhood on the train.
With our golden tickets in hand, we
So
are
got teacups.
for a very special destination. But first, are there any passengers in need of refreshment?
Oh, what's happening?
Does anybody smell hot chocolate?
You believe?
Santa's face and a giant bell.
Just giving away the first gift of Christmas. Now everyone, this is
Santa.
our final scene for the Polar Express. You know the drill. Say it with me. That's a wrap. And we're moving on to our fifth and final movie.
Finishing off with National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Probably my personal favorite Christmas movie. Oh, look, there's the truckster with the tree. The truckster actually wasn't in that movie. It was in the first movie, but
Could I ask
we'll
you
give it a pass.
first of all today and do us the honors of turning on our Christmas
Sure,
lights?
absolutely. So we got the
There you are. There you are.
plug. Oh.
And let's give him a drum roll.
Got the plug in.
All the way.
All the way. Oh, can I not got it all the way? There we go. Oh, there we go. Yay. Oh no.
Well, it looks like somebody must have flipped the switch again, guys. Are you ready to enter the Griswold house? Yeah. Right this way.
Alright, entering the Griswold house. You see the tree sloping over there. can see the Wally the Moose. Oh, it's making squirrel noises. Oh, it's a squirrel. Oh no, the cat. Got the eggnog glasses there. And the tree. See how it's hunched over. The turkey dinner here.
Everyone sat around the table, ready for Christmas dinner.
Oh! Turkey exploded.
Now everyone, this is the end of our last scene. If you can say what you for the last time, that's a wrap. Thank you guys so much, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day here at Gaylord Opryland Resort. And have a very Merry Christmas. Thank you!
We have a nativity scene here. Some glowing projection on it. So next year is the return of ice. That is, I think that's they make ice sculptures, put them on display. Gift shop here. We have elf on a shelf clothing, so you can get different clothes for your elf on a shelf. And now they make giant elves on a shelf, apparently, as well as monocled, mustachioed elf on the shelf. You have some merchandise from probably the movie that was the most conspicuously missing, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Rosebud. So thank you for joining me for the I Love Christmas Movies attraction. It is really great that they're able to put on Christmas events here in these uncertain times. They did, you know, it was very, very safe. The way they paced it, the way they controlled it, they did appear to have a good grasp on the pandemic situation. I feel like in a normal year that there would be a, you know, it would be more of a free-roaming attraction where you walk around and take selfies with the different things, but of course they can't just let people run wild right now, so they kind of had to take you through slowly. They would bring you into one room, show you exactly where to stand, and they do kind of, it is a little, they would go through kind of fast because, you know, you got to control the flow. But again, great to see Christmas events happening in a year where Christmas potentially could be canceled. No, Christmas can never truly be canceled, no matter how many diseases are running wild. But thank you for joining me, and if you'd like to see other places I've been, you can check the interactive map in the description of this video. If you'd like to help support the channel, consider donating to Patreon. $3 or more will get you a postcard once a month. If you're looking for a Christmas present for a loved one who will maybe watch this channel, we now have 2 different styles of enamel pins in the Etsy shop. All that's in the description of the video. Until next time, this one's in the bag. Why is there a million birds screaming in that bush?